you're running for education officer. What do you see as the role of the education officer?
Well, the education officer's main role is support of the students at UCD, both undergraduate and postgraduate. Just make sure like they're getting on fine with their course or subject, any problems they have from that, and also kind of I see it as a reference role, as in if they come, you can refer them to people who can help them out with their problems, like as well as trying to help them yourself. You know, you can refer them to what college they have to go to, who they have to contact. Just as a primarily support role.
Okay, what experience do you feel that you have that would be beneficial for the
education? I'd say the best thing I can say is I've experienced talking to people, as in supporting people. I have worked in numerous things for welfare, and also I've all I've done is talking to people. I've worked in creche, and that's nothing to do with college. Well, in some respects it is, you could say. But I've worked with people. I do have an interest in the education system, and I don't have as much experience as some of the candidates in this race, but I've been in the students' union for the last year. I know a couple of the ins and outs of the general running like the format of meetings and council. I think I can bring a mixture of experience and fresh new ideas to it.
How do you feel this year's education officers performed?
I think Sam did a fine job this year. There were one or two things maybe they slip up on, but nobody's perfect. And
what do you think he slipped up on?
Well, if you look at his manifesto, there were one or two things he didn't, I promised I didn't keep up on them, like he said there'd be expos each semester. They didn't happen, but and again, he hasn't been good. I did like the way he got to out of Irish study area. That was quite good, and I'd definitely try and maintain and even further that idea next year if I was to be elected. And then he wasn't entirely at fault for this, but as it was called, the Bookgate scandal, I believe that was quite a big one. And I think as education officer, you should have known if those books were being thrown out. You should have, at least as you saw, they were put out for free and they were gone rid of in a few days. Basically all the books were gone rid of. So apart from that, though, I would have voted.
Okay. Will you be voting for or against the introduction of the new constitution?
I'll be voting for it.
Why?
Well, I think there's several good points in it. Mainly, I think the accountability and finance committee would be main ones. Also, the new stance amendments as well. And I think actually one of the more minor ideas, I think the residence coordinator is a great idea, because I've lived on campus too the last 3 years, and I think residence is a big role. They do need more representation.
Right, if you were elected next year, would you accept a pay cut?
Yeah.
How large a pay cut would you think?
I would say, whatever the union reduced to, I'd be more than willing to accept that. But personally, I would go down to anywhere between 260 to 300 euro, because I think after rent, if you're paying 100 euro a week rent, you have 160 to 180, 200 euro left. I think that's more than enough to live on for a week. And I'd be willing to give whatever, as in let's say there's not an overall pay cut, I'd be willing to give whatever my extra money is. I'd personally give that to the welfare fund, and more than happy to. It's not a Scott promise.
It was widely asserted last year that you ran your campaign as a joke candidate.
No, as when I was filling out my nominations form, everyone signed said, "Oh, you ran on there," and that's where I was on a course. I did actually have an interest. I'm a history student. I study many things, gender equality through the ages. I'm very interested in the subject, and I do care. That's why I'm not.
Okay. Do you feel that people assume you're a joke candidate in this election, and how do you respond to it?
No, I'd like to think they don't, to be honest. As in, that is one. One or two people do say that, and they say, "Oh, one girl said you're always going out and stuff." And I was thinking, well, just because a person goes out, just because a person goes out doesn't mean they're fit to be an education officer. As in, I can't see it. I do care. I want to help people. I wouldn't run if I wasn't serious, and I'm pretty insulted if someone says, "Oh, you're not serious," or "we're not going to take you seriously." It's why not? I'm just as much right as anyone else. My ideas are just as good, if not, some ideas I think are good. My realistic goals, I'm just as much right as everyone else. Not running the job. I can't see why someone someone thinks, "Oh, he goes out and has a bit of fun." It's not true. Someone can have fun and work. As in, that's probably you probably have fun and work as well. So yeah.
Not really.
Really. You two.
Concerning the lack of new books being bought for the library, you say you want to address that immediately. How do you plan to do that?
That'll just be a consult the administration, just petitions. I'd argue that, in current system, I university that isn't buying books for its libraries, and I'd say that's pretty ridiculous. Like, you know, they say every year we're slipping down the rankings, and it's like, well, you know, like, education is the like, education is the core factor in a university. Like, coming to get an education, you should be able to get the best education you want. So,
do you, like, the union help fund that, or how would it work?
I don't see that. Like, fund the buying of the books or the campaign to get new books.
The buying.
I wouldn't imagine. I'll be honest. I don't think the union have the money for that. I think that'd be a thing for the university administration.
Well, then how would the SU be able to supplement, you know, the purchasing of books in any way for the university who there's been calls for the SU to be refinanced by that university.
I think I talked to them this on basic level. As in, it's not really, like, it wouldn't be an advantage for me to have more books coming. You know, it'd be an advantage for everyone. As in, I think if you can say your students need new books, you know, it's a basic enough. I just feel it is a basic enough thing to ask of them. And, like, it is, like, when they're spending money, I think that should be something they should spend money on. Like,
in your manifesto, you say Patrick will lobby TDs to ensure that the welfare of Irish students is not compromised by any way by the government. Does this seem like a realistic campaign promise? And do you think that this year's SU were just not working hard enough? Or?
No, I think this year's SU did work hard. They had that Tell Your TED campaign. Like, they did try. Like, in matters like this, I think, like, persistence is key. Like, at the end of the day, you can sit here and go, oh, that didn't work. Like, that didn't work. The only thing you can do is try harder, to be honest. Like, there's no point just saying, oh, like, there's no point doing nothing and then complaining about it. Like, you have to try at least, to be honest. Like, I don't know, maybe you can see where I'm coming from. I think there's no point doing nothing and then complaining if something bad happens.
Do you think this is a realistic campaign promise?
If you put enough work in anything, I believe you can do it. Like, I'm not taking piss with lads, to be honest. I do believe that.
Okay. Budget cuts need to be made this year in education as well as every department of the SU. What will you cut?
Well, already this university successful cuts, like, even if, you know, at the exam time they cut the bananas and stuff, that did actually save me quite a substantial amount of money. Just, I'd say, the way to cut will be those little things like cut down on, just kind of cut down on the number of free stuff given away. It's sad, I know people do like getting it, but you would have to.
What free stuff are you talking about?
At the start of the year, there are like free. Yeah, during the exams, yeah, there's free drinks. There was free bananas anymore. Like, there's free highlighters, free pencils, all that. Like, I believe it's still giving some away, but like, little cuts do come in here and there.
So you plan to cut free stationery given out at exam time?
Pardon?
You plan to cut the free stationery given out at exam time?
No, not at all. But I believe maybe just cut a little bit. Like, that's the last resort. As in, to be honest, like, cuts do come made, and I wouldn't like to have to cut it, but.
Right. So what's the first resort? What would be the first thing you cut?
Don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I really can't tell you guys. As in, I can't think of, like, education. I think doesn't have the most expenses of the student union jobs. Per se. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness, honestly, someone who is selfish, to be honest. Like, I'd say it is false. I don't mean to, but sometimes I do kind of forget about my friends, and I inadvertently don't think things. Like, you know, I don't always think what they want, and I was taking put myself before them, and I don't mean to. But yeah, sometimes I just think about it. Sometimes I'm not very considerate of my friends. I'd say is my biggest fault there.
You say in your manifesto that it's essential for library hours to be extended, for UCD to become a globally leading university. How does that follow?
Pardon? I believe the library has been extended.
I believe the library hours need to be extended for UCD to become a globally leading university.
Well, yeah, just to increase rankings, you know, I believe, like, well, I think midnight's fine for exams. I mean, during the weekends, but then I always find, especially I have lots of readings and all to do on the weekends, and like, down to the library, I just believe, that's why I can't have the same opening hours 7 days a week. Possibly when you go into exam period, they can't be increased further. That's why I thought the out-of-hours study area was such a good idea myself, to be honest.
Is that not something that's promised every year?
It is, but, it's promised for a reason. Like it is a good idea. That's why it is. So I will try and get it. Like.
How will your approach be different to the previous years that seem to have not been as successful? Maybe.
I would say the best thing is just I'm going to try and just sit down with whoever's in charge of the library and just try and just say there is a need for it. But no, I say it's probably what every person will tell you, but you know, what more can you do? Like you can organise maybe petitions, you might organise 1 or 2 protests, things are serious, but first of all you do try and talk to them on their terms, you know, you try and compromise and be nice with people. That's, you know, it's far easier to make friends with someone than just something. And just basically, like, there are some things there in the manifesto that we already have, but like everything can be improved, everything can be better. Like my main thing in mind, like I have a lot of kind of realistic goals. Like you know, I wouldn't put something down there if I didn't think I could achieve it. So.
You do have more realistic goals than most manifestos, that's true. However, a lot of your goals are ill-defined and they have no concrete explanation of how you would achieve these things. So, for example, one of your entries just says university challenge with no explanation. Another says provide support for students suffering from stress, but with no explanation of how you would do that. So, you know, have you any plans for these moves, or have you composed a budget for them, or an outline of how they might be accomplished?
Well, I don't think it would be very high budget for stress. As in, that'd be just more I was saying. I'd like to deal with personal cases. Like I would help people. You know, as in people have problems, I'd be there for support. I'd give my mobile number or whatever. I say around the exam times, and especially the 2 or 3 weeks after exam results, I will be willing to like stay on call till 10, 11 p.m. at night because you know I know myself. A lot of people get very stressed around that time, and just help them out. And I'm sure, like I know that's well referenced other people who will read mental welfare as well. But like that'd be how so that's the personal case. And the university challenge, I believe that'd just be a contact with the universities, Trinity, DC, GIT. Just I believe it could be kind of something that's a bit of fun. Yeah.
Okay, but how going away from university challenge for a second, that was more just a point that something's ill-defined. How, you know, you've got, for example, you know, when you were saying about being on call and this thing, how does that differ from any education officer?
Like, it doesn't really, it's just, as in, that's already there, like, you can already go with personal cases, and, like, it's a good idea, like, if you couldn't, it'd be terrible. I say, I'm willing to do it, and I'm willing to do it more, I'm willing to do long hours, like, as in, I want to help people, that's the main thing, as in, it's a good idea, so that's why it's there. Like I know it's already here, but I think it can be improved, and there's no point. Like I don't see anything wrong with it.